The Emirates tonight felt like a classroom as much as a stadium, a high-stakes lesson in what separates champions from hopefuls. For the first 20 minutes, the newly promoted side looked like a team with a plan. Crisp switching of play, compact organisation in midfield, and a confidence that briefly unsettled the European champions. Fans who came expecting a one-sided route instead saw sparks, moments of genuine promise that suggested this club might be building something. But football is cruelly efficient at exposing gaps, and as the match unfolded, those early positives unravelled. Jocelyn Pressure, honest and measured after the final whistle, said what the scoreboard didn't fully show. The technical ability is there, but the cohesion isn't. He praised the energy of the opening spell, yet acknowledged the harsh reality that many players had only been together a week, that several signings are still adapting to a new country and to the WSL relentless tempo. That admission is the headline, not defeatism, but realism. The second half became a case study in how quickly a game can be tilted by pressure. Arsenal's press cut off lanes, the ball retention crumbled, and the capacity to switch play, the one thing that had troubled the champions early on, disappeared. Where the first quarter hour felt like a blueprint for an upset, the remainder of the match read more like a list of fixes, sharper transitions, improved composure under press, and clearer roles for players still learning each other. Tactically, the lesson is obvious and painful. When you face a side that has just lifted Europe's biggest prize, you must be flawless in your patterns, or the margin will be punished. Physically, the WSL demands pace and endurance. Mentally, it requires an instant understanding of when to hold and when to risk. Precher's response was brave. He didn't hide behind platitudes. He stressed the need for time and cohesion while insisting he remains convinced by the club's direction under leadership that knows where it wants to go. That combination, patient planning, ambitious recruitment, and an acceptance of a steep learning curve, is the narrative we must watch over the coming week. This match could be read two ways, as an early collapse that signals long-term struggles, or as an invaluable diagnostic that accelerates growth by highlighting precisely what must change. Which it becomes will depend on how quickly new signings settle, how the coach imposes clarity on roles, and whether the club can translate bright flashes into consistent 90-minute performances. For fans, the takeaway is mixed but clear. There is promise here, flashes of technique and tactical ideas that could blossom into something serious. But the rough edges are real, and they were exposed tonight at one of football's toughest testing grounds. The season ahead will not be decided by one game, but this Emirates lesson sets an urgent agenda for everyone involved. Prove that this was a blueprint worth building on, or confront the possibility that early cracks could widen unless action is taken swiftly and smartly.